Hello everyone. Today, I'll be showing off all my Neca Godzillas. Because today I decided to do that, show off them. Now, not all of them you'll be able to see, all of them. So I'll be starting off with the first Neca Godzilla toy I got, all the way up to the last one I have in my collection. Now, some of them won't be able to show because I have them in storage, so I'll probably show pictures of them, and that's it, and yeah. So let's begin. I'm just going to start off with my first one. And yes, I know it's a little dusty. So the first one I ever got will be this one. The Godzilla 2014 one, when it first came out. Now, when I first saw this, it was on YouTube, and I was like, wow, that's pretty cool. And then after that, down the line, I got the SD Smart Shark ones. But I'm not going to show those ones off because they're in storage as well. So yeah. So the movements in this is pretty cool. You just move his head side to side, look up just a little bit, open his mouth. I find it funny that Raw Chicken uses this for their skits. Arms goes out this way, inwards, this way, in and out. Maybe it's going out. So yeah. So pretty much if you have this, you already know how it moves. On that. This is back then when Neca used bendy wires from there to there. So yeah, mine's very stiff because I barely move it. And tip of his tail's warped because he's been in a bag. I have all of them in a bag, so yeah. Alright, let's move on to my second one. And now we're moving on to my second Godzilla Neca I got. Godzilla 90s. Or I should say Godzilla versus Bonalante. Sorry, I had a blank there. So yeah. So he moves differently. He has hands closed in and out. Look at that. Mouth opens very wide. Looks up. This is pretty good. Decent. Look up. Roars pretty good. Back these are very nice and soft. And the tail's all in ball joint until it gets down to here. And again, this happened when these bendy wire. Now, this was a release one that they replaced the bendy wires with actual ball joints. That one I don't got. And every thing when that happened, that's when they start putting in fancy boxes. Yeah. So yeah. And he has a little smudge right there if the camera can focus. Focus. There we go. A little smudge right there. You can see from space. When I first got him, that's where it happens. When I first saw it, and I was like, huh, never seen no smudge before. Yeah, it's been there on his face for a very long time. There we go. It was going. It wasn't focused right. Anyway, so yeah. So this Godzilla's like my favorite. This is Godzilla 90s. Yeah. So pretty much if you have this one, you already know how it moves and all that. So if you want the next Godzilla I got. The next Godzilla I got is Godzilla Revenge. Or Return, or something like that. It's Godzilla 1954. I think that's what it's called. I'm not sure. I didn't really grow up with all the Godzilla movies. I only saw like from Godzilla 1997 to Godzilla vs. Martha, the original, then Godzilla 90s, and then so on. Now his quills are a little bit on the warped side. They're very thin though. They're very thin. I always wonder if you can rip them like piece of paper. That's how thin they are. But it seems like they're warped a little bit from laying in the bag. Yeah, you guys are probably yelling at me like, don't put it in the bag, never again. I'm sorry, I won't do that ever again. So this Godzilla's a little different. He doesn't have that neck collar. He has ball joint. You can look up. This is pretty wide. Half does open. Very good. This moves around and pretty much the same thing with goes down. This guy's always looks a little different. Now they did need a release of this as the Godzilla NES. And yes, I do have that. I pre-ordered it when it first came out. Sadly that's in storage as well. And yeah. And you're probably thinking, why are these guys not in storage? They don't have collectible boxes. Because you gotta understand, Neca doesn't make Godzilla toys anymore, so they're very collectible. They're worth pretty much good amount of money. I mean, except that, and his legs were crooked like this. Don't ask me how he was in there. I always have his legs bent a certain way. His joints are really tight. Because you know why? Because I never bothered with them. Once I collect them, I stuck them up. Yeah. Same old thing with the other ones, the bendy wire. And that's it. So to move on, my next Godzilla from Neca. The next Godzilla I got to my collection. The very first Godzilla. Godzilla 1994. Or, no, not in 1994. That was the other one. I got it mixed up. The first Godzilla. The very first one. So his hands can be cool. Because I like his. Because he did doing fists. Open up. Open his hands up. Arms. Now, I always kept his arms like that. Because that's how he was in the movies. Because he always walks around like this. And stuff like that. So I never seen, well actually that's a lie, I have seen the first one, but I did not see the original one, you know, the one Japanese. I seen the American one, where they cut away from the guy explaining what's going on. That one, that's the one I saw. I didn't see the original, where it's just all Japanese. And he's very dusty, I don't have to clean him. But yeah. So his dorsal spines are pretty good. He's top heavy. Okay, now he's making me look like a liar. There we go. Very slow. So he moves down like this and moves up that way. Turns around. Looks up, looks down. Jaw opens. Sharp teeth, very sharp teeth. And he's in black and white. Now they did release this with the poster version, the poster color version, and I think that's the version that has all the ball joints down to here, because this one has the bendy wire tail, because it's the original. Yeah, because I think they stopped doing the bendy wire thing when Shin Godzilla came out. And speaking of Shin Godzilla from Neca, Shin Godzilla. Yeah. So if you already have Shin Godzilla, you probably know what's going on. So yeah. So his head does move up slightly, but not fully. This part looks up, looks down. So it does open pretty wide. Very wide open. Arms move here. Hands don't move that much, but they do move in and out. I just left them the way they are. That's how small they are. I'm afraid it might go snap. Because you know how toys are. And his local spines. His tail. Here. Hold it here. And all ball joints around here. And bending wire back here. Yeah. Bending wire back here. You can see it. Yeah. This is back then. And this was the final day, or the final one that actually used bending wire. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Alright. Let's move to the next one. I have a picture I have to show because, like I said, that one's in storage. and a couple of other ones in storage as well. Godzilla vs. King Kong. And then it will be the Godzilla vs. Badalamenti. The reset one. The box one. And then after that would have been the next Godzilla after that, which I will show, but I don't have the original. I have the knockoff version. So I'll show you that one. Here is, hold on, it's not focusing. Good. And here is the Godzilla 2019 version. This is that bootleg one. It was cheaper. The one, I really do want to get the real one and add it to my collection, because the real one does not have painted on claws down here. Or does it? I don't know. So you're probably thinking, wait, how's the bootleg? Well, one, I had problems putting his tail on. This one down here. Now this is when they started adding all the ball joints. Goes down here. It was one of these parts. Because I know in the original, it actually puts on really good. But the bootleg is like, very hard to put it on. I had to use brute force and stuff. And lots of soaking in hot water. Now, the bootleg's pretty much the same as the original. But there's one thing the bootleg is. I'll have to... You know this part puts the bend, right? He doesn't bend there. You know where he bends? Bends this way. If I can get it, do it right. Bends this way. Because if I can get it to show you. Oh, there you go. You can see from here. It's kind of hard. It's just a peg. Just a peg. And the hinges. Right there. Just hinge. Why couldn't it just use this to hinge? Right here. So now it just does that. Like, doesn't make no sense. And I know the original did that. But yeah. This is the end of the video. Hope you guys like it. Please comment, subscribe for more videos. And you can see from here, from the first Godzilla I ever got from Neca in 2014, Godzilla 90s, Godzilla 1994, I got that right, Godzilla 1998, or 1984, I think that's the correct one, and then we got Shin Godzilla, and Godzilla 2019. So yeah, that's all. But that's all the Neca Godzillas I have in my collection. And like I said, I have a couple are in storage. It will be the Godzilla vs. Badalamenti, Godzilla vs. King Kong, and the NES Godzilla. So I have those three in storage. And I'm planning to get another one. Godzilla SOS, Tokyo SOS, and a real one to place this one to keep its collectors. This one I'll probably just keep out as a toy, stuff like that. So in the future, I might use these for stop motion videos in the future. Not right now, because I need some other stuff for it. Which is your favorite Godzilla, and which one you got first when you first started collecting NECA Godzilla? Will it be 2019 Shin, or it'll be the very first one we did, 2014. Oh, and another one, I do have the super big one of 2014 that actually was from NECA. That's in storage as well. I almost forgot about that one. And yeah, so that's pretty much 4 NECA Godzillas in my collection. They're in storage. But yeah. So this is the end here. Please like, subscribe, and have a good